Hey guys, I wanted to tell you a story. The first time I went to the studio to record, I met this guy by the name of Dale Marshall. He's a great producer.
Yeah, so the first time I met Renwick was of a few years back. He was working on a single, Believe, and we got in contact. I can't remember exactly how we got in contact, but he came to the studio. Came to the studio like he knew everything. He was the guy. He was ready to just get into the booth and record and stuff like that. And I noticed that about him. He had this kind of pride and boastfulness about him.
When I came to the studio, I really thought I had it all together. Very proud. I like, man, let's just get in the booth. Let's make this happen. Now, he was trying to explain some things to me before I got into the song booth to start recording. So I was like, nah, I don't need to hear all that.
And I said, you know what? That's fine. Go into the booth.
All right, cool. Go into the booth. So he let me go into the booth. I said, hey man, just start the song. I'm ready to record. So I started recording the song and I'm singing, and I thought I sounded like this.
I believe I can fly.
But really, I sounded like this.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Yeah, I sounded terrible. So he was like,
this is what I want you to do. To leave, to get out of the studio, go home, right? Practice the song. And whenever you think that you get it right, call me, let the phone ring out, and then leave a voicemail. I'll listen to it. And if I think it's good,
then I'll let you come back to the studio.
But the way that I said it to him, I was not expecting him to come back.
And I remember leaving that day depressed. I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed because I thought I had it all together. I can either be arrogant and be like, this guy don't know what he's talking about. This guy's trash. He's not a good producer. Or I could have accepted his constructive criticism. I did sound terrible and I need to go practice. So I went home, I practiced. I think I called his phone like twice and allowed to go to voicemail. I recorded myself singing the song and he was like, all right, it's not good yet. But on the third try, he was like, yeah, now you sound ready. Come back to the studio. But it didn't sound like he really wanted me to come back to the studio.
I had no intentions of seeing him again. So because I spoke to him in a very, yes, in a strong way, but I didn't give him any hope. I was hoping to like break him down from, that pride that he had.
But I continued to persist because I wanted to get the song done, and I dropped my pride.
Of course, lo and behold, he went home and he did the entire thing, and he came back. He came back to the studio.
Went back to the studio with a whole different approach.
And he came back with an understanding of, okay, first of all, I don't know everything. Second of all, this pride and, for lack of a better word, arrogance and boastful attitude that I had, I have to stop that. I have to cut it off in order to move to that next level. And after he decided to do those things, right? After he decided to look from a different perspective, that song was able to help so many people, not only in America, but in the Caribbean and all around the world. I think a particular school in the Caribbean was able to use that song, Believe, at their graduation. Now that's a big deal.
And if I didn't drop my pride, if I was arrogant, I was never going to be able to record the song. And I don't think the kids in St. Martin would have heard the song and sang it for their graduation ceremony.
I don't think that it would have gone so far if Renwick did not understand that it was a pride issue, it was a boastful thing, and stop those attitudes.
And that was one of the moments in my life that really taught me a very important lesson. That pride can hinder you from getting to the next level. Pride will hinder you from learning.
I was happy that he realized what was holding him back from getting to that next level, and he stopped it. And man, he's doing great things now, and I'm super proud of him.